Did you know that cardiovascular disease affects 1 out of every 3 women every day? That's killing approximately 1 woman every 80 seconds. Now, February is more than just Valentine's Day. It's also the American Heart Association's Go Red Month. And here's Lauren Els with the UTA initiative.
National Go Red for Women Day is a resource fair focused on heart health and nutrition. Its purpose is to encourage awareness on the issue of heart disease in women and to potentially save more lives. Students at UTA are taking advantage of the National Go Red for Women Day by getting their blood glucose, blood pressure, and other free health assessments checked out. Go Red for Women Day is held annually February 1st and is a part of the American Heart Association's Heart Health Month. UTA's health promotions and substance abuse educator, Latoya Oduniyi, shares more on what this event is all about.
This event it teaches a lot of preventative tools and methods that women can take to protect and strengthen their heart, because heart disease does affect women more than it does men, and we really want to get them to start early. So here in a college setting, what a better way to teach nutrition, fitness, health, and just general healthy life skills.
Students at UTA receive information and tips from the local American Heart Association and other community partners on how you can live a more heart-healthy life. UTA's sophomore education major, Aisha Ahmed, explains what she's learned from the event.
I feel like everyone should be aware to some degree, and just little things like eating oatmeal or substituting basic things can really make a difference in your life.
With every year, the statistics are drastically showing a positive difference in women's health regarding their nutrition and heart health. But we still have a long way to go. Lauren Els, UTA News.
Well, if you look around Arlington these days, it seems like construction is going on just about everywhere. Here's Nick Tarrant to give you the insight on what construction is going on around the UTA campus.
Starting Monday, the City of Arlington will begin construction of a project that will install new sewer and water lines along South Davis Drive from UTA Boulevard to Park Road Drive. Project manager Daniel Bell says the purpose of the year-long project is to increase the amount of water pressure in the area and replace outdated equipment.
Something that piggybacks is basically Davis will be brand new from UTA all the way to Park Road.
But what residents are worried about is accessibility during road closures. A public meeting was held at Arlington City Hall on Wednesday for the community to address concerns and answer questions.
There's a little bit of fear.
Kathy McCoy works as a parish manager at St. Maria Goretti Catholic Church on South Davis. After receiving a letter in the mail about the project, she was worried about the construction causing traffic and safety issues during school hours and weekend masses. UTA Police Sergeant David Heinsohn was also present to address concerns he had for the police station's accessibility to campus. Bell made it understood that the street will be worked on in sections rather than all at once, and one-way traffic will help the flow of traffic.
As long as they have access one way where we can get in and out, it's going to be inconvenient, but I think they're doing everything they can to be accommodating.
We don't have any concerns related to how we'll be able to respond. Our response will be just as timely as it is every other day.
They've been very gracious and gave me their cards, and so I feel good about that.
Bell says community members left the meeting feeling better about the situation, and they plan to communicate with him if accommodations need to be made.
When you get out, it can kind of change at the drop of a hat. But as of right now, I think we're pretty good. We should be fine.
Now, the city wants the community to remember that communication is key to keeping South Davis flowing from here to here. Nick Tarrant, UTA News.
Last season, the Mavericks was just points away from clinching the Sun Belt title. This year, our Mavericks are back with a vengeance.
It was military night at the College Park Center on Saturday, and UTA was in the trenches with the Texas State Bobcats. The joint effort of Kevin Hervey and Eric Neal worked as well as peanut butter and jelly, as the two of them combined for more than half of the team's points at the break. Texas State stood their ground, firing from beyond the arc and hitting the target 5 times. The Mavericks also showed their range, nailing 5 shots from deep as well, but they were still down by 3 at the half.
Now the Mavericks buried nearly every 3 from deep, but in the second half, they seemed to drop all their shovels.
The Mavericks couldn't buy a bucket after halftime. The crowd and the team finally gained some life after the resuscitation from Herbie's 4-point play, where they eventually knotted up the score at 66. The Bobcats proposed a bill for the game winner, but Kevin Herbie vetoed the shot, sending these rivals into overtime. Extra time had a theme of defense and turnovers for both teams. With the help of 2 free throws from Kevin Herbie, UTA led by 2 points with 9 seconds left. The Bobcats' last shot didn't even hit the rim, giving the Mavericks a 70-68 victory. Kevin Herbie had a career night with 33 points and 8 rebounds, which puts him as the all-time leader in UTA history for career rebounds.
I got a few lucky chances. I think I got one off of somewhere a couple people deflected and didn't grab it, and I got to grab it. So I'm appreciative of the accomplishment, but my focus is on our next game.
Up next will be Louisiana Monroe this Thursday. Corey Mose, UTA News.
Tough game for the Lady Mavs Saturday afternoon as they face the number 2 seed in the Sun Belt, Texas State. The Lady Mavs struggled early on with poor ball handling skills as they ended up with 12 turnovers in the first half. But Miranda Lejeune threw a splash party as she shot 43% from beyond the arc to keep the game close. By the end of the half, the Mavs found themselves down by 1. Into third quarter we go, and it seemed as if Texas State was ready to take over this game after going on an 8-0 run. But the Mavs fought their way back into the game with a run of their own. The fourth quarter saw plenty of action as Van Dyke tied the game at 49, and Shelby Richards was able to put Texas State's Erica May on a spin cycle. The game came down to the final seconds, and UTA got the stop they needed to set up Richards for the final shot, but came up short. 5 more minutes of action came as the game came down to the wire once again, and it was Richards who came up clutch from the charity stripe. The Lady Mavs were able to get their final stop and secure their 15th win of the season.
This is the second game in a row that we've won it with a defensive stance, and I really like that.
Next game for the Mavs will be against Louisiana Monroe on Thursday. Juan Correa, UTA News.
So that looks like that's going to do it for this week's UTA Spotlight. Check out our Mavericks basketball team, the men and the women, as they play February the 22nd at College Park Center. And check their website for ticket prices and time. So that's it. Go Mavs, and we'll see y'all next week.